I still feel like life is difficult when you make it difficult, when you make life more difficult than it needs to be. People overthink a lot of stuff. Okay, well, hopefully this sounds decent. So I know I'm right above underneath the microphone. I mean the speaker. But good morning, everybody. Today is the 19th, which is MLK Day. So we are here again at Crunch, and this is a very difficult day to wake up because I went to sleep super late. Today's topic is going to be on life is hard. I mean, that's kind of like self-explanatory, but we're gonna break it down a little bit. Still got about a minute here. Um, Trying to set up the camera a little bit here, and I know how people or myself could feel awkward when there's a bunch of people around. So, trying to just get better at being able to talk on the camera and just realize that it doesn't matter where you're at. No one cares about what you're doing. I saw this video about this one guy a while back. He said, literally, no one cares about what you're doing. And he was standing in the middle of a walkway, just talking in a microphone. And then he said, I'm going to prove that nobody cares. He started laying down, switched the camera angles. It looked like it was like a second floor looking down to him. And he was just laying down. Now, he was talking for like a minute and a half. And he said, look, no one literally cares. I know that no one really cares if they see you talking on a camera, or if they see that you're working out, or if they see that you're doing good. No one really cares. People start caring when they think that you're going to get rid of them. I've noticed that life is hard that way. Life is hard in the way that they care when it doesn't benefit them and they see that you're succeeding. So what we're going to do is we're going to go do some chest and tries today. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to continue where we left off. So life is hard in that way. Life is hard in the way that it just can't be that simple for some people. It needs to be extra complicated. It needs to be, well, if you're having a good time, why? And that's not fair. It really isn't fair that you can't do what you want sometimes. Some people just want to see you fail. And it's not that there's nothing wrong with it, it's that people don't like their situation in life, so they want to live vicariously through yours. And of course, it's not going to be good, it's not going to feel good, it's not going to be worth it, but you understand it and they don't. So you understand that you can't be controlling someone else's life, but they don't get it just yet. And that's why life is hard sometimes. I mean, there's a bunch of ways that I want to go around this topic, but starting off with the people who are in your life that are trying to make things more difficult when you're trying to do everything right and you're trying to get their opinion and you're trying to get their advice. I did a warm-up set with cable flies. I've learned and I've heard of so many stories about families going through these situations where the parents make them feel bad that where they're at in life right now is not where their siblings are at, or it's not where they were at that time. I get it. Back in the day, parents were having kids as soon as they got married, and then they were getting married so young, and then the wife was doing everything at the house, and then husband was working a manly job, or went to school super fast and they got it all taken care of in the very beginning. And nowadays there's just more things we need to get done. There's more time that we're giving ourselves to accomplish those things. It doesn't mean it needs to be done like that, but what it does mean is that you have the opportunity to do what makes you happy. Life is difficult, but if you can make those little things a little bit easier, then why not go for it? If you can give yourself more time, then why not go for it? You're studying, you're not being irresponsible, you're not out drinking, you're not out doing drugs. So why is it so difficult for you to just enjoy your part of your life? Yeah, your parents, your family are going to tell you stuff, but why does it matter? Their opinion shouldn't matter on the life that you're going to live, because they're not going to pay your bills, they're not going to take care of you. Specifically, they're not going to have to anything to do with you. They just see you during events. So let them complain, let them say whatever they're going to say. At the end of the day, your life is your life. And yes, life is difficult in the way that you don't want to be rude to your family, but still, it's not that you're being rude, you're just being honest. And back in the day, you couldn't be honest. All right, so hopefully this is a good angle. You can see everything. So um, that was the first part about it. That's the first part that I noticed, where life is life is difficult, because you would expect that out of your family you'd have more support. And I'm not saying that every single family is like that, but there are most families that are like that. I mean, especially in Hispanic culture, Mexican culture, you go through that judgment, and it's just a continuation. And the next part about that is yourself, your work, your career, your passions, the things that you want to do. In this world, and this day and age, people get famous off of doing a couple viral TikTok dances. So yeah, it sounds a little corny, but the corny people are the ones that are making millions of dollars. There's this YouTuber I know, David Dobrik. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about him. He got famous making off of making videos 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and it was like one of those Coco Melon videos. When you really break it down on how the video is viral, is it's consistent frame changes. It's, of course, he's having a lot of fun, but he got this off of making videos every single week, and he just put in the work and just kept doing it, and he was having fun while he was doing it. So yeah, life is difficult when you overthink it. You overthink all the easy stuff. There's a person that came from Vine and just picked up everything and moved to Hollywood, California, and just did it. It's incredible how some people, we think it's so cringy, but they're making millions of dollars off of stuff like this. All right, so we're gonna do incline chest. I'm gonna try something a little bit different with the lower bench. Try to get the upper chest, and then we're gonna move to the do two of these. I'm sorry, 3 working sets, and then we're gonna do something else. Whew. That was definitely a good one. That was crazy. Um, no, that was definitely crazy. That felt good. I did lower the weight, time of retention. I noticed sometimes that there's times where I want to go heavy. I don't care if it's like 4 or 5 reps, and there's sometimes where I want to go light, and it's like 15 reps. So that definitely wasn't 15. I think that was like 8, maybe 9.5, or 8.5. I don't know. So I still feel like life is difficult when you make it difficult. When you make life more difficult than it needs to be. People overthink a lot of stuff. If you want to go to school, go to school. Well, it's not just that easy because I have to think about fight. No, it is that easy. Yes, you have to think about your finances. Yes, you have to think about your status of where you're at. Are you going to have the time? Are you going to make the time? But unless you're working 100 plus hours a week, you have time for school. If you're not working more than 25 hours a week, you have time to find a job that gives you a better pay, better work, better hours. Some people overcomplicate it too much to where the point it's just like, I can do this, but I can do this, but I can do this, but I can. Stop overcomplicating life. Life does not have to be that difficult. Life is not on difficulty mode all the time. You can decide where your life is at. You, no one else, not parents, grandparents, friends, family, colleagues, workmates. It doesn't matter. Like it is all on you. And I know we overcomplicate it a lot, and let's try not to. Let's try not to overcomplicate it too much. How about 2026 be the year where you don't overcomplicate it? This one for sure probably is not going to be the best angle, but we got to do flies, finish off with upper chest. Oh my goodness. No, we need to do lower chest. Let's do this. Okay, so like I was saying, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I was saying, you don't have to make life more difficult than what it is already. Not everyone is going through something, and also not everyone wants to go through something. There's no reason for you to make life more difficult than where you're already at. The more difficult that you make it, the harder it becomes on you, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Because just because you're not feeling it right now doesn't mean that you're not going to feel it later on. Yes, we go through the every now and then putting ourselves down, not understanding how we're feeling, and pushing others away because we're going through something. But that, at the end of the day, is just one of the things that we go through. You're not going to like it, no matter what you feel or what you're doing, because who likes to feel down in the moment? We are naturally set up to push away those emotions, and it makes things more difficult, more frustrating, and harder to work with. I know it personally. I've been there. I've done that. I feel like that happens to me sometimes more than others. But yeah, you're right. We overcomplicate things. Life does not have to be as difficult as you make it sound. Life can be simple. Life can be, I'm getting through it right now, and I'm going to get through it right now. You are not doing anything wrong by pushing off the certain things that you don't want to deal with right now, but come back to them eventually. Don't let it control your life. Alright, this is going to be the last clip for today. So we started off a little different, or started different, however you want to say it. So we added just one more on this one. Because if I was in your situation, I would want someone to tell me, chill out and just go with it. Like, dude, you're overthinking it, you're overcomplicating it. Don't do that to yourself. You're killing yourself doing this. Stress kills people. Stress is something that everyone's going to have no matter how old you are. And that's just how life is sometimes. But if you keep letting it control you at such a young age, you're going to resent other people and you're going to push away the people that actually want to be in your life. So just make it simple and easy. Understand that life is hard, but you don't have to make it harder on yourself. Go through the steps of being okay, mental health, give yourself breaks, go through the steps of praying, giving it to God. My wife was just literally telling me with this about this the other day. Sorry. That prayer is meant to leave it to God. So when you pray, actually leave it to God. Don't just say it, because saying it it's like talking in the thin air. You're just blowing out hot air, because no matter how you feel, you're just gonna just go through it. So don't push yourself. Don't overcomplicate yourself. Life is difficult. If you guys did enjoy this content, or you did enjoy my video, or like any of my other stuff, or your first time here, consider checking out my other stuff. It's on my in my bio, my links in my bio. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. This one will probably be uploaded on the 20th, which is tomorrow, and I will see you guys on Friday. God bless you guys. I'll be praying for you. If you ever want a prayer, don't be afraid to reach out. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Wow.